Hello BBN. Kentucky has entered the race for Treysen Eaglestaff. The Wildcats team has been very exciting these days, especially due to the international offers. Let's get to the news. Kentucky, with the visionary leadership of Mark Pope, is once again in the spotlight of the college scene with its strategic move in the transfer portal. Among the names that emerge as possible reinforcements for the 2025-26 season, Treysen Eaglestaff stands out as a key piece that can elevate the Wildcats roster. The ability to attract high-level talent and adjust them to the system proposed by Pope has been one of the pillars of the program's reconstruction. Treysen Eaglestaff, a small forward who recently emerged as a free agent after his stint at South Carolina, averaging an impressive 18.9 points, 2.8 rebounds, and 2.4 assists last season. He has proven himself to be a versatile player who can take on offensive responsibilities in crucial moments. His performance has been particularly notable in key games, such as when he scored 40 points in a close loss to Alabama, showing his ability to score even under pressure. The news that Kentucky is in the running for Eaglestaff has brought excitement to the Wildcats fan base. According to reports released by Gamecock Central and confirmed by Jacob Polachek, the Pope-led program may have the upper hand in securing the player's commitment. While West Virginia was mentioned as a possible favorite initially, Kentucky's interest appears to have gained momentum in recent days. The program's track record of developing players to the next level, coupled with Pope's growing reputation as a coach who maximizes the potential of his athletes, makes Lexington an extremely attractive choice for Eaglestaff. Furthermore, the international movement led by Pope amplifies the impact Eaglestaff could have on the roster. With other global names, such as Andrea Jelavic confirmed and Dame Sar being speculated as a possible addition, it is clear that Kentucky is building a team with diversity and depth. Eaglestaff, with his physical characteristics and technical skills, would fit perfectly into this mosaic of talent. His playmaking ability, combined with his three-point shooting efficiency, 35.9% last season, gives the team an offensive dimension that will be crucial to face the most aggressive defenses in the NCAA. And Pope's approach is not limited to just bringing in talented players, but also integrating them into a cohesive system that values both the individual and the collective. Eaglestaff, known for his high usage in previous games, will have the chance to evolve even further under Pope's guidance, refining his game and becoming a more complete athlete. While the recruiting process is still ongoing and negotiations remain fluid, the prospect of seeing Eaglestaff in the Wildcats' blue and white uniform is exciting. He would be a significant addition to fill the gaps in the rotation and provide the team with the versatility needed to compete at a high level. With the transfer portal window approaching its April 22nd closing date, the next few days will be crucial in determining the future of the Wildcats roster. And if Treysen Eaglestaff does indeed decide to go to Kentucky, it would represent not only a recruiting win, but also a major step forward for everyone involved. Let's get moving. Hardley Gilmore is a BBN fan. Kentucky is once again experiencing a moment of renewal and redefinition, with the return of wide receiver Hardley Gilmore IV to the program. Gilmore's story is one of those stories that mix talent, challenges, and the search for redemption in the competitive universe of college football. His return to the Wildcats after a brief and tumultuous stint at Nebraska represents both an opportunity for the player and a strategic reinforcement for the Kentucky roster, which is preparing to face the increasing demands of the SEC. Gilmore, once considered a four-star prospect in the 2024 recruiting class, arrived at Kentucky with great expectations. Ranked number 367 nationally and number 56 among wide receivers by On3, he was seen as a valuable piece for the future of the Wildcats offense. Despite missing the first 7 games of the 2024 season due to a collarbone injury, his quick recovery and immediate impact in the 5 games he played proved his worth. With 6 receptions for 153 yards and a touchdown, Gilmore demonstrated speed, playmaking ability, and the ability to be a difference maker in crucial moments. Those flashes of brilliance made it clear that he had the potential to grow even further within the program. However, Gilmore's path took an unexpected turn when he decided to transfer to Nebraska in late December. At the time, the decision surprised many, especially since Kentucky had invested in his development and seemed confident in his progression. The choice was motivated in part by the chance to reunite with former Wildcats wide receivers coach Dykeel Shorts and a desire to find a more central role in a new environment. However, that stretch at Nebraska lasted little more than 3 months, ending abruptly with his release in March under circumstances not detailed by head coach Matt Rule. Now, Gilmore is back where he started, looking for a second chance to prove himself. Gilmore's return to Kentucky comes at a pivotal time for the program. The Wildcats wide receiver unit is undergoing a significant transformation, with the addition of high-profile transfers Kendrick Law, Alabama, Troy Stellato, Clemson, and J.J. Hester, Oklahoma. Additionally, established names on the roster, such as Jamori Macklin and Fred Ferrier II, ensure that the competition within the Wildcats will be fierce. Wide receivers coach Damian Washington has a diverse, talented, and up-and-coming group on his hands, and Gilmore's return adds even more depth and dynamism to the position. However, Gilmore's off-field situation remains a concern. He faces misdemeanor assault charges stemming from an incident in Lexington in December, which could influence his status going forward. How that case unfolds will be closely monitored by both fans and the coaching staff. For a player of his caliber, the chance to rewrite his career on the field will depend largely on his conduct off it. Gilmore's return also reflects the philosophy of Mark Stoops and his staff when it comes to player development. Kentucky has demonstrated a knack for giving second chances and creating an environment where young talent can thrive. For Gilmore, returning to Kentucky means returning to a place where he has already shown his potential and where there is a family structure to support him. It is a golden opportunity for him to rebuild his reputation and, who knows, emerge as one of the team's standouts next season. For the Wildcats, his arrival is a strategic addition that could further raise the level of competition within the squad. In a sport where opportunities are often defined by decisive moments, Gilmore has the chance to turn his second chance into a success story, back where it all began. What do you think? Let us know in the comments.